Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Courtney. I am a stay-at-home mom, wife, and author. And it is Friday, so we are going to flip through my personal ring planner. You'll have to let me know if you like these. I love seeing how people use their planners like throughout the week. Don't get me wrong, like I love a good, even though I don't really plan that way anymore with like stickers and kits and whatnot, I do love a good like stickered spread and watching those, but I also really love flip throughs of like watching planners in progress. So you'll have to let me know, like I don't mind filming these every week, but I also feel like nothing really changes week to week with me. I'm pretty kind of settled, at least in my main system. So I don't know if it's like boring for you to watch or not. Let me know. But anyway, we are going to flip through my planner and see how things are looking for the week. And yeah, I'm kind of settling into how I want to use my new weekly. And I haven't changed much with the front. I did add I just pulled it out of my pocket rings. I had this little card holder and it has like my driver's license and most use credit card, health insurance, all of that. And so I just pulled it out and tucked it in here. And that way I have it with me. And then also if like I want to take a smaller bag, or we're like going out somewhere and I usually carry like a tote bag every day. I don't know. It's just, I've been a mom for like a million years and I'm just used to having a big bag so that I can haul everyone's stuff around. And I've never broken the habit. So my like everyday bags tend to still be like big bags that I can dump all the things in. But if we're like going out at night or somewhere, I can just pull this out and throw it into like my little cute bags that I take with me. So yeah, nothing really has changed. Still really liking the setup and like how I'm using everything. I'm trying to think. I'm just going to like flip as I talk. This is just like my inbox, and I do have a couple of things. Oh, let me add that I am waiting for my husband to fix I guess it's like a coat hook. Our son has like a coat hook thing. Well, he like hangs his backpack and stuff on it in his room. And it just like pulled out of the wall. So there's like a hole like where it was, and there was like plaster. I don't know. It was a mess, but that needs to be fixed. And yeah, so I have that, and my notes pages, I've been using them. Idea for DIYs. I've been looking at pocket setups. I still have my pocket, and I love it so much, and I'm really like trying to find a way to use it in a way that's like not redundant, but like so that I can kind of be in it every day. Anyway, so I watched Main Mama Plans has some really good has some really good pocket videos, and I love her current pocket setup. Jeez. So I took some notes on that video. These are just, I bought a paper pack from Etsy, printable, and just it comes, I bought like the pink pack, so it has like, it goes from like pale pink to darker pink, and then it has like lavenders in it as well. So I just printed out the pink pages. You can see I cut them kind of badly there, but it's fine because it's just like scratch paper, family photos, and then yeah, like my list section is coming along well. Trying to, I think tonight is the final episode of The Pit, and I am like devastated, but I think I'm going to start watching I've watched like 2 episodes of the first season of White Lotus, so I think I'm gonna binge that next. One of my friends wants to talk about it, and I'm like, I can't talk about it, I'm only on the first season, don't spoil it for me. So I need to catch up on that. More photos, just like, I like this little like vintage moment here. And then this is my calendar section, so not too much going on the monthly. But I did really, this is like a list of stuff that I need to buy. I do like how I am using my weekly, and it is just, it's functional. It's gonna be a little messy, and I'm fine with that. Like you can see, I crossed stuff out. We were going to try to go to the concert tonight. It's outdoors, it's raining. I don't know if it's going to end up being canceled or not, but we are not going to go. The like PTO meeting was canceled, so I scratched that out or rescheduled. Yeah, so I decided to use this column for notes just for next week if I need to. You can see I've already kind of migrated some tasks to next week. Yeah, so I'm really like settling into this insert really well. This is what a blank one looks like. I don't use the habit tracker because I have habit tracking somewhere else. So I just cover this up with Deco or whatever and use this section for notes. And then it just goes into my days, and I am using this is from PeanutsPlannerCo, by the way. For my dailies, I am using a dated day on 2 page from the Planner Room shop, and I am really loving how my pages are turning out. They give me room for a little bit of like micro journaling if I want to. So yeah, this is the current week. I did, and well, I posted a plan with me. I'll try to remember to like link it in an iCard. I ended up using like some of those washi stickers to cover up the, this is like a little tracking section up here too that I don't really use. So I like how that turned out. So yeah, I can do a little bit of like micro journaling, put some deco down. I do have like a bunch of stickers that I am just trying to use up because I have them, and why would I waste them if I have them? So this is today. Yeah, I really am loving everything about these pages, and this is what a blank one looks like. I did, so when I printed all of my inserts for quarter 1, I used paper from the Dollar Tree. And I had seen Becca from Watch Becca Plans talk about it in one of her videos. And she suggested it because it was like really, it was thin paper. So because I was trying to like fit as much stuff as I could in here. And I bought a bunch of that paper. I guess they really like have it out a lot when it's like time to buy school supplies and whatnot. So I have only been able to find like a pack or two here and there, and whenever I see it, I buy it. But when I got ready to set up my planner for Q2, I couldn't find it anywhere. I went to every Dollar Tree in our area and no one had it. I almost bought it online, except the shipping would have been like, the shipping essentially doubled the price of it, and I was like, that's ridiculous. And the reason that I like the paper so much is that it is thin, but it's also like, it doesn't feel cheap or like flimsy. I can't really explain it very well. And for whatever reason, my printer is very finicky and it will like, it chews up Tomoe River paper. So I did not want to waste money on like buying a pack of Tomoe River or Kikuyo. And I mean, I can get it to print, but I feel like it just eats up so much in the process. And that paper is too expensive to be like sacrificing to the printer. And so what I ended up doing is finding this, hang on, let me grab it. I ended up actually finding these drawing pads at the Dollar Tree. The paper, I mean, it says heavyweight, but it's lighter than, or it's not as thick as like a 22-pound paper would be, or maybe it's like comparable to that. But the finish on it is really nice. You know how 22, like regular 22-pound copy paper feels like really, you know how 22-pound paper, I don't know, it just doesn't feel very good, and it doesn't feel good to write on. So I ended up buying a bunch of those drawing pads and just kind of chopping the top off and printing my inserts on them, and I really like it. I don't know if you can like tell the finish like from the video, but I like the finish of it. It doesn't feel cheap, but it's also relatively thin, and it works with fountain pens. Okay, so I don't currently have, I have not been using my fountain pens, so I don't really have them inked, but you can see if you wanted. So if you wanted to use your fountain pen, so this is a Jinhao, and this is a fine nib, and then this Quaco is also a fine nib. So you can see, I mean, it ghosts a little bit, and I do have a heavy hand, and these both have larger nibs, so I feel like if I have an extra, my TWSBI is an extra fine nib, but it does not currently have any ink in it. So I could use my fountain pens in my planner if I wanted to, and I may, oh, now I have ink on my finger. I may, because I just ordered a new one, another Jinhao, and it has, I think it has an extra fine nib and some new ink. So I like that I have that, you know, I can use my fountain pens in here if I want to. But anyway, I have the rest of the month punched in here. These are from a freebie from Bixie Plans on Instagram. And then we go like into my trackers, which I have been keeping up. I just failed at working out so far this month. But everything else I think I'm doing pretty good at. I managed to kind of curb my soda cravings. Not doing really great at reading, but it is what it is. And then this week I have also been tracking my meals. I am really trying to maintain my weight loss. I've lost about 30-ish pounds in the last year, and I really am trying hard to kind of maintain it and keep it off and all of that good stuff. So I really am, this is like a meal planner, but I like the size of the boxes, so I'm just using it to track my food. And these, I think, I don't know where these are from. I will link all of the inserts in the description box. If I forget and you're interested in something, don't hesitate to ask me. Then these are like my trackers for like health stuff, hobby stuff, more health stuff, and then this is where I track like my sort of mental health and my sleep. So doing okay there. Oh, my mental health has been okay, surprisingly. And that's that. And then we go into my gratitude log. Have one filled out for May. Sickness tracker, more pictures. That's like my doctor stuff. This is my like spending log stuff. And then it goes right into my reading section. I am really trying to get back into a book. I've been trying, I'm in a little bit of a reading slump. Well, I'm not in a slump, but I've been writing, and it's really hard for me to read a lot when I'm like drafting. So I am reading, do I have it up here? I do. I'm trying to get into fantasy. I don't know. Maybe it's just not my thing, but I'm currently reading Legendborn. It is a YA series. I have to say, I really like it. I know that I am not the like target audience for YA, obviously. I'm not too far into it. I'm about 115 or so pages into it, but I really do like the story so far. And then I am also reading Blood Over Brighthaven, which is like an adult fantasy. I am not super far into this, but I'm enjoying it so far. I'm only about, I lost my bookmark, but I'm about 70 pages into this one, so we will see if these break my reading slump. So I just have like space to write down recommendations, DNF list. I still haven't printed out the book that I read in February, or no, I didn't read in February. I read one book in March, and I need to print that out. Let's see, and then we go like into my projects section. So this is kind of where I am tracking stuff for like YouTube and my blog. These are my April goals. This was last week. I filled out my weekly action step in my A5, but I did not transfer them into my personal this week. I'm actually getting ready to do that now. And then I have like these in here for YouTube. I don't want to show this month. And that's really it. Same stuff in my Sun section. We have my monthly meal plan. I have not filled it out for April. I'm like slacking. We're just kind of flying by the seat of our pants in terms of meal planning. But I did plan out some meals, make a grocery list, get to the store this week. So we're trying to get back in the game. And then this is just like the miscellaneous section. I have contacts and then a little bit more notes pages, and that's it. So that is how my week is shaping up in my planner. I'm really using it a lot this week, which is, I don't know, I feel like sometimes I get out of the habit of using it for whatever reason, and then everything falls apart and I'm like, why am I not like using my planner? I don't know, it's like some sort of rebellion. But anyway, right now I'm heavily using it in managing to stay somewhat on task. So yeah, that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would love if you did, so you can hit the subscribe button down below and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of my videos. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!